is on the dais. So why are we here? Confederation of Indian Industry, we are a 128-year-old organization working not only for benefit of industry, but what we say, we are a developmental organization. And the verticals I handle is skills, employment, and labor laws. But we work on vocational education, and we do work at the higher education vertical. This series of workshop as we are calling it, interface, industry academia interface for the school level. And internationally, the interface with the industry starts at the formative years of the school, from you can say 8th standard onwards, where the children are starting to learn and understand what they should pursue. And when we do this annual report, what we have, the India Skills Report, we find when they go to industry, the employability of the youngsters is found to be short. Right now, the last report, India Skills Report 2025, we see that it's only 52.75%. And when we started 13 years back, it was 37%. So there has been employability growth level, but it's still short. And that is because we are not able to channelize this rich young dividend we have. And as you are aware, that we have 8 to 12 million coming into the working age every year. And if we don't support these youngsters, and by the youngsters I mean with working through all of you at the school level, it will be very difficult for them. And it may lead to very tough situation for the country. And that is why we need to work hand in hand with you. We have very distinguished speakers from across various sectors. And the thought is, how do we talk through you to the youth to say, this is the emerging and the job landscape for you to think about. And with technology, it's changing so fast. So how can we make them adaptable when they come into the higher education, not only general, but also the vocational education? We ourselves, we do a number of courses, which is absolutely industry courses, which Nilesh Khanna and others will speak about, purely in industry. So the thought is, like you have in Germany or Australia, Switzerland, etc., industry takes the ownership of training the people, and this is all job assured. So it's a direct path to a job, and it's a win-win for industry, because ultimately when they're getting this talent which is coming out, they're finding it very difficult. They're having to make them unlearn and relearn. So there's a waste of time both for the industry, the education institutions, and of course the youth. So one, working with school level, working with the higher education level to increase the employability so that industry gets ready talent. We will try to make it very interactive. So we will proceed with each of the speakers, and the intention of this is, we have a team here in Chennai, led by Monisha, whose coordinates is given. You can scan the barcode and give your details. We'll reach out to you. If you want interface with industry, so we will do workshops, we will do webinars where in key sectors, be it cybersecurity, be it ITs, be it digital technology, be it in hospitality, healthcare. So existing and emerging sectors where the future of jobs will be. We work on bringing out another report which is Decoding Jobs, which analyzes the job trends in India. Very well accepted, and it gives a forecasting so that we can channelize the youngsters to meet the manpower requirement. And to be quite honest, it's also a service to Indian industry. The industry members here will say the same thing, that they're all facing challenge in getting talent. And on the other hand, we have challenge in the job, youth looking for jobs. So for CII, we act as a bridge between our industry and, on the other hand, the youngsters. And by doing so, we make a great social impact. Our impact number is 1 million youth per annum, which is very high. We also do on-ground initiative, what we call the CII Model Career Centers. These are physical centers which are employment exchanges, industry-led employment exchanges. We have one in Chennai also. So what they primarily do is map jobs across the country and internationally. So we send talent Japan, Australia, Germany, Finland, Scandinavian countries, etc. So what we see is, with more and more countries facing the challenge of elderly, old population, elder population, there will be a pull for talent from India, which we are trying to meet. And this we can align right from the higher education and the young education level. So the courses we do also have international certification, which gives them a pathway to international jobs. And this Model Career Center maps jobs, and then it does outreach to youngsters who may be in school, who may be in college, to say that there's a psychometric test based on which we do career counseling. And then we have the placement cell. So the end objective is, if you're looking for a job, we'll get you a job. If you're looking to understand what you want to pursue, we will counsel and guide you in a scientific manner. And to do that, most of the challenges, the parents have a great influence. And we do counseling not only of the child, but also with the parents, to say that, you should look at his inherent strength. I may want to become an engineer, but my talent could be in the service industry. Traits may be for service industry. So how do you guide that? So with that, I'll request a small film to be played on what we do in the skills. It's just a tip of the iceberg of what we do, but it gives a glimpse. Sorry. In industry, we are doing a 12-city roadshow on Industry Academia Connect. See, industry, we do a lot of interface at the higher education level, but the young talent at the formative years of the school, 8th, 9th, and 12th, they need the help and guidance, where we can say that what is your strength, weaknesses, give them career counseling, showcase the jobs, opportunities, so that they can take a constructive decision in their learning. And not only in the general path of education, there's lots that can be taught by industry, within industry. So we do industry-led courses across sectors, high growth sectors. We see technology interface happening, intervention, where the job scenario is also changing. So if the training is done by industry, it's always relevant to the current requirement. And ultimately, we need to show, not only in major cities, but across the country, that you can avail this service of career counseling, Industry Connect, to learn what are the opportunities. So this brings industry to the school level and the youngsters in the school. So that is the intention, what we are doing. And we from industry, we see that we are not getting talent. And on the other hand, there's youngsters looking for jobs. And the main reason why this disconnect is because we have not skilled them or taught them what is relevant to the industry. So what we are trying to do is channelize the talent from the school level to higher education, be it general education or vocational education, and create a employable talent pool for not only India, globally, with aging population across countries like Japan, skill shortages. If you read globally, India can be a source of such talent, and this ultimately will benefit socially India. Thank you.
Partnered with CII and EHL, which is Equal Vitalya, to provide opportunities of skilling to the young adults. Now, what this program is, it's called the Vocational Education Training, and where these young adults are, after their 12th standard, once they've successfully completed the 12th standard, they are enrolled by CII, and ITC hotels offer them an 18-month training program. Now, this training program happens in 3 distinct verticals. It happens in culinary, it happens in accommodation operations, and it also happens in restaurant management. It's a stage-wise evaluation-linked program wherein these individuals, when they train in our ITC hotels across the country, our managers give them these inputs based on the EHL curriculum, and are also evaluated based on the inputs given to them. Once they successfully clear these evaluations, they then graduate into the next stage, and there are 3 stages to it, which ultimately get completed towards the end of 18 months. So this is what this program is all about. Till date, ITC Hotels has already trained more than 350 young adults in the last 3+ years. And this year we intend to add a greater number to the program. Thank you.